Good morning, scholars. Welcome back. Welcome to day 2 of 7.11a, which is setting up solving rational equations. Today, we're just going to go ahead and start off with a quote saying that school is the path, not the point. Meaning that this whole ordeal is a journey, guys. I know a lot of you, some of you are loving it, the online aspect of this math class. So you get it done, you're done for the day for math. And I also understand that some of you are struggling. Just keep in mind that there is rationale behind my madness, guys. There is a reason why I keep the expectation high, and that is because I know that each and every one of you is capable. So just remember, guys, that if you need the help, I am here. But in saying so, also remember that I am going to push you to put in the most effort that you can on your end, okay? And it's not because I want to frustrate you, it's not because of anything like that, it's because I know that you have the potential to do amazing things, guys. And this is pretty much a review, so we've covered pretty much all this, at least this section we have. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you need help, let me know. And just remember, I'm here for you guys. I miss each and every one of you. So let's go ahead and start. So for 7.11a day 2, we'll notice that the first question states that which number line represents the solution for the equation 70 plus 30x equals 250. So one thing you'll notice about this is that there are two things you have to take into account. Alright, there's two different things. We have equations and we have inequalities. Alright, equations, like the word says, equation says that we have an equal sign. Equation, right? So when we have an equation, you're only going to get one answer. Okay, so equation means I only get one answer. So if you notice right off the bat, A, B, and D have multiple answers. They have more than one dot. They have the number line darkened in, meaning that it can be any number. That would be an inequality, guys. So without even solving this, I can already tell you the answer is C. Without even solving it. Why? Because it's the only one that has one dot, meaning one answer. So an equation is equal to one answer. So number one, the answer is C. But to check it, let's go ahead and do it. So your first step, as always, is in order to solve for a variable, you are going to need to create an equation of y equals mx plus b. Lucky for us, they give it to us. So we have 70 plus 30x equals 250, right? That's your first step. Your next step is you always isolate your variable, okay? So this means to remove our constant. So you're doing the opposite operation always. So in this case, we have a plus 70. So we need to do the opposite to get rid of the plus 70, meaning we need to subtract 70 from both sides. So we're going to subtract 70 on the left-hand side of the equal sign. When we have a positive 70 and a negative 70, they cancel out. So that becomes 0. But on the right-hand side, 250 minus 70, that's going to give us 180. So we're going to be left with 30x equals 180. So, of course, we're left to step 3, which is you always divide by the coefficient. In this case, the coefficient, which is the number next to the variable, is a 30. So we're going to divide both sides by 30. In doing so, 30x divided by 30, the 30 is going to cancel, so you're going to be left with just x. And you take 180 divided by 30. That's going to give us 6. That's our last step. Okay, so our answer is 6, hence C. But you're not done, because whenever you solve for an equation, of course, you need to plug it back in, because that's the way you check your work. You always have to check, double check, triple check your work. So we take our 6 and we're going to put it back into our original equation. And we're going to substitute it for the x. So we have 70 plus 30 times 6 equals to 250. So your first step is you're going to multiply that 30 times 6, and you're going to get 180. Then you're going to add the 180 plus the 70 to get 250. So because you're back at your same answer, 250 equals 250, meaning we did our math correctly. So as stated prior, that means our answer is C. Okay. So if we can know the difference, and if we understand the difference between what an equation and an equality is asking us, we would have been able to answer this one right off the bat within the first 5-10 seconds. All right. So knowing that this is an equation, meaning we're only getting one answer, then the answer is C. Okay. So if you have any questions, let me know. Other than that, we'll move on to number 2. So number 2 states that in the equation, once again equation, 9x minus 1 equals 80. The value of x is, so we need to solve for x. Following the exact same steps. For number 1, we're going to go ahead and set up our equation. Lucky for us, they give it to us. So our step 1 is 9x minus 1 equals 80. Long and behold, step 2 is always going to be to remove that constant or isolate the variable. Same thing. So we're going to utilize the opposite operation. We notice that next to our variable and coefficient, we have a minus 1. So the opposite is to add 1 to both sides. When we add 1 to the left-hand side, that 1 cancels, or that negative 1 cancels. On the right-hand side, we're going to be left with 81. So we have 9x equals 81. Then, of course, we're going to divide both sides by the coefficient. So in this case, the 9 is next to the variable. So our coefficient is 9. So divide both sides by 9. By dividing both sides by 9, the 9x becomes just x, and the 81 becomes 9. So that's our solution. Our solution is x equals 9. Fifth step, as always, is to go ahead and plug it back in. So you're going to substitute back in your value of x to check your work. So our original equation is 9x minus 1 equals 80. And we're going to substitute the 9 for the x. When we multiply 9 times 9, we're going to get 81. So we're left with 81 minus 1 equals 80. Of course, we subtract 81 minus 1, and we'll get 80 equals to 80, meaning our answer is correct. So the value for x is 9. So that means that our answer for this one is B. The answer for number 2 is B. Equation equal to one number, the answer is 9. Had it have been an inequality, then we could have had multiple answers, right? So for inequalities, don't forget we have greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, okay? So other than that, that pretty much sums up what your day is going to consist of for today. If you have any questions, let me know. I believe in each and every one of you. I miss each and every one of you exponentially, so I miss you all a lot. But yeah, guys, so go ahead and complete questions 3, 4, and 5. Don't forget to show me all your work. Take pictures or send it to me, and send it to me, or you can go ahead and just send me the whole file, which some of you have been doing. Feel free to ask me any questions if you get stumped or if you are questionable about something. And I bid you farewell. Good luck, guys. All right. So I miss you all, and I hope to see you soon. Love y'all. Bye-bye.